A very good afternoon to everyone and happy weekend. Well, I'm doing this video for the sake of for car owners and those who intend to buy cars. Those of us that are believing God that one day we're going to buy our own cars. I feel that this video is for us and we will stand to benefit a lot from this video. Well, it's no longer news that the federal government has removed subsidy from the price of petrol, and as a matter of fact, they've also there's 2 days ago there was this pronouncement by the petroleum marketers pushing for an increase in the price of fuel to 700 naira. Now, taking us down memory lane. For instance, now look at a car like a Toyota Corolla, the one they use for Uber. Most of us we know the car very well. This 2004 2005 Toyota Corolla. Before the subsidy removal, it cost about how much again? 8,000 naira. Yes, 8,000 naira to buy full tank for that car. If the full tank is empty, it will cost you about 8,000 naira to fill up the tank. But now with this subsidy removal, it will cost 30,000 naira. Yes, it costs 30,000 naira. And imagine if this 700 naira per liter is being approved by the federal government. It means that for a Corolla car, you'll be filling up the tank with 42,000 naira. 42,000 naira. That's crazy. That's crazy. And having said that, we've not even talked about cars like Lexus, cars like Lexus ES 300, 330, and 350, Lexus RX 300, 330, and 350. Those ones by default they are V6 engines, so there's no two ways about it. Those ones you cannot see a four plug for Lexus. Let's not forget the Babas, the Mercedes Benz ML, GL, C Class, GLK, and what have you, GLE. Then we also remember the heavyweights. Let's not forget the heavyweights, the V8s. That's Toyota Tundra, Toyota Sequoia, and even Nissan Armada, Lexus GX 460, and so on and so forth. Plenty. As a matter of fact, if you see anybody driving a V8 now in this current situation, just cut cap for them, because it's not easy, and if care is not taken, the demand for such cars will go down. But we know Nigerians, no matter what thing they happen, they will surely, those that want to buy will still buy it. Do you get? But for an average Nigerian, it concerns us, because if you look at it now, gone were those days where all of us will be looking at saying, okay, this is the car I want to buy, it's my dream car. Most people are not driving their dream cars because of the situation of things. Some of them, instead of buying their dream cars, they go something lower, they buy something lower. So that's just the idea. And having said that, we need to look at it critically. I know that there are people who want to buy their cars because of, they buy cars because of the physical features, the external features of the car. That is the beauty, the design, and what have you. While some people look at, some people like us, we look at fuel consumption and what have you. Majority of people that always look at beauty is because of is the ladies that usually consider that. If you see ladies now, most of the ladies that have called me to look for cars for them, they are always particular about what they are looking for, the features. They look at the external feature, and they like it because of how beautiful it is and elegant it is. Say girls, they know they agree. And for my advice for them now is that they should overlook all those things, because some of all those cars that come with all these good features, external features, most of them, it's something that if you never chop belle full, it go finish you. Even self, I advise my fellow guys, if you never chop, I used to tell them, if you never chop belle full, not buy V6, not buy V8, because it's a no-go area at all, for especially for somebody who is struggling, especially if it's your first car. So now, most of us, whenever we want to buy cars, we look at cars like we always look at cars like Toyota, Lexus, Honda, because we feel that okay, those cars, they are very very, most of them are very very durable, and they are very very rugged too. But one thing is that, and again, because it's it gives them this sense of belonging. Most people, they Nigerians, we like to have this sense of belonging. And I want to you understand something, that you don't need to buy a what they call it, you don't need to buy a Venza, a Highlander, or even a Lexus to show that you have arrived. No, it's not because until you buy Lexus or Benz they go tell you say, odogu odogu odogu. Even if you buy a Corolla sef, they go call you odogu. If you buy Golf, they go still hail you, they go congratulate you. You understand? And this popular saying, who no go no, or who no go no go no. If you have not, if you feel that you are used to only Toyota, and you've not tried other brand of cars, you're on a long thing, no. For instance, now, uh, apart from Toyota, I've had the opportunity of driving cars like Hyundai Elantra, Kia Rio, Kia Optima, Hyundai Sonata, Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi. I've driven a Mitsubishi, Suzuki, Volvo. I've driven a Volvo before. Some of all these cars that you hardly see in any car lot, I've driven them before. uh And I can tell you that those cars, based on my experience with Toyota, those cars too are also rugged, and they are very, very durable as well. Take for instance, I remember, and I know why people are afraid of using cars like Kia, because I know that I can tell you that in the early 2000s, that's 2002, 2003, when Kia rolled out a lot of cars that time, like Optima, Rio, that Rio that we used to call pure water at that time, Optima, Rio, Sorrento, Sportage, and so on and so forth. They were, you know, those cars didn't stand the test of time. I can tell you that those cars didn't stand the test of time because they were not so strong, and again, we didn't have good mechanics to, service them. But now, as I'm talking to you, the cars that you see nowadays, the Kias and the Hyundais that you see, that were rolled out from 2005 to till date, those cars are very very good. And as a matter of fact, it's also interesting for you to know that Hyundai, they manufacture their own what they call it, the materials that they use in assembling their cars or coupling their cars together, like the rubber and what have you, their own steel. They manufacture it themselves, which is actually a plus for them. Yeah, which is actually a plus for them. So, having looked at that, tell me why you shouldn't go for um a Kia or a Hyundai, or even a Volvo. Volvo that we've always known from the 90s, that has been a very very strong car. It's still strong till now, even though it's been owned, it's been taken over by a Chinese company, but it still has that. It's still known for that. That strong body, that ruggedity, and what have you. Do you understand? But if you are used to eating rice, eating rice, eating rice, eating rice, and you don't know that beans is even sweeter safe, or beans is better option, you're on a long thing. So the thing is that for cars now, making choice of cars now, you have to consider certain things: the size of your income. You have to consider the cost of maintenance and the availability of spare parts. And I'm also pleased to inform you that some of all these cars that we're running away from, we have their spare parts available. Let's not forget our very own innocent cars as well. Even now that they've introduced cars that are running on gas and petrol at the same time. So those of us that have the capacity to buy brand new cars, we can also look in that direction. There are also some very very nice cars that doesn't consume so much fuel, like GAC. Those of us that want to buy brand new cars, if you are looking for a brand new car to buy, and you want to buy Toyota, you want to buy Toyota Camry, you want to buy Toyota Corolla brand new, I think it's time for you to have a rethink. GAC is there, IVM, that's Innocent Motors, is there, and so on and so forth. Those cars are available and they are also very, very good as well. These cars have stood the test of time. It's because of the situation in our country that made some rational people say, why will I buy a 2005 Corolla for 3.5 million, 3.6 million, whereas I can get a 2010 Hyundai Sonata or 2010 Kia Optima for, that same amount, and I will still have, a little change. Because even now, say, a 2009 Toyota Camry, the Toyota Camry from 2008 to 2009 is going for about 4.5 billion naira or more. So if you buy that type of car, if you buy a Hyundai for that amount, you know that you have saved for 3.5 million, you know that you have saved like 1 million. And again, another thing is that there are other cars that we can buy, like I mentioned. If you're working on a tight budget, we have, and those cars have proved the test of time. They've really proven themselves, like what they call it, like Mazda salon car, Mazda SUVs, Mitsubishi, what they call it again, um, Kia, their saloon cars and their SUVs, Hyundai saloon cars and SUVs. And for those of us, for people like me that love city cars like Kia Picanto, Kia Picanto, Hyundai Accent, those cars too, they are also good and they are very, very durable. All you need to do is to get a very, very good mechanic that can service it. I know people are still skeptical. They feel that if it is not Toyota, it can't be like Toyota. But when you have another experience, me that have had the experience and the opportunity of driving other cars, I can tell you for free that these cars are very, very good. I can also tell you that even the Toyota that we are even making noise and we are bragging about, some of all these Toyotas, they, how do I put it? Some people drive them for 5 years and it won't last. Some people even drive them for 3 years and it will not stay long, whether Tokumbo or Nigerian use. Do you understand? So now is the time for us to, you know, use our tongue to count our teeth. And for me, coming from the experience that I have as an auto dealer and also an auto consultant, I feel there's need for us to, go back to the drawing board and make the right choices. And if you feel that you have any question whatsoever or any concern as to making your choice in buying the right car, you can actually call me. I'll be dropping my number below for you to call or send me a message. You can also drop your comments in the comment box and tell me your own opinion and how you feel or what you think about the video I just dropped, because we can't know it all, but I just decided to share because it's really a cause of concern for us all. Thank you for your time, thank you for your audience, and see you in my next video. Bye.